Hello, this is Tom Crincoli, part of the Forefront team. Today we'll be sharing some of the interesting challenges we've helped our clients overcome while implementing in the CPQ domain. To illustrate our talking points, we created a fictional scenario with ABC Company, portraying a global manufacturer. In doing this, we'll share 3 different challenges our project teams face when preparing for an initiative like this. The first challenge discussed is one faced by many: how to handle complex product cost calculations, a major key to improved quotes and pricing. The second challenge is the risks involved with release management when juggling multiple environments. In our third challenge, our team members highlight how change management can make or break an implementation. Members of the Forefront team will be representing key stakeholders from ABC Company with different perspectives. Christelle, who's playing the head of European operations, is skeptical of the initiatives that ABC Company has undertaken. And then Kelly, who's playing the head of digital transformation for CPQ initiatives, is tasked with getting buy-in from stakeholders like Christelle and finding the solution that meets requirements of the organization. And with that, I'll turn it over to our 2 executives. Enjoy the conversation.
Hello, my name is Christelle. I'm the head of European operations based out of Dublin, Ireland. I manage our company's manufacturing and supply chain capabilities around the globe. And I have a problem. Our US headquarters has been driving these new initiatives. Part of our digital transformation, they're talking about deploying a CPQ solution.
Hello, my name is Kelly. I'm the head of our company's CPQ transformation initiatives. We need to find a better way to quote and to price our incredibly complex products. But I'm having a problem. The head of European operations keeps coming back to me with CPQ deployment concerns, and I need to find a way to get her to buy in on this project.
Morning, Kelly. On this side of the pond, we've got a problem with your CPQ.
Morning, Christelle. Yes, what is it?
I understand that your CPQ will have all these rules to configure the right product at the right cost, the right price, and right approvals. But how accurate can I get when you're dealing with our products?
Yes, we know how difficult it is when dealing with our build-to-order and process manufacturing complexities.
Seriously, I'm dealing with 10 manufacturing plants in 5 different countries. Each plant with production capabilities, different machine types, different equipment runtime costs, different scheduling availability. Any one of my products has 700 build variables. From category type, design customization, compliance rules, material and labor costs, to margin goals. And each build variable comes with complex formulas: product concept options, approved usage options, quality and reliability options, assembly options, finished options, packaging options. It's crazy.
Whew, I've heard it's quite the challenge. It sounds like there are variables and formulas living in Excel spreadsheets all over our SharePoint, so that must be a real maintenance nightmare. But you know, most spreadsheets can be easily migrated. You do have a point though, Christelle, because our spreadsheets are so highly complex and they are really critical because of our build-to-order product formula tabulations. I mean, these things having countless permutations, so we do have to be sure that all of that information properly translates to CPQ. I've been hearing some buzz about an implementation partner called Forefront. They've got this supercharged engine working with CPQ for high-end calculations. They're calling it the Cloud Clipper. I heard about it from a major Fortune 500 manufacturer that's already crunching numbers with the Cloud Clipper engine. They describe it as an advanced manufacturing costing engine for CPQ. So it sounds to me like their engine could handle our costing complexities. I'll go ahead and find out some more. Let me get back to you. I'll talk to you soon.
Wait, I'm not done. All right, assume we get this Cloud Clipper of yours working right and handling our product configuration permutation complexities. Then what? Our company has 8 Salesforce instances, 4 in the US and 4 overseas. We do not have a large IT staff. Carl and his team are already so stressed out with their global SAP deployment. I've heard it's been 3 years and they're still not done. We have thousands of parts to configure. How can we move all of this data between those instances? I'm dealing with over 1,000 different products.
Yes, that's relatively easy. We can use Data Loader. All the tables, fields, even custom config code. All of that can be moved.
No, remember what our IT team said? Data Loader is painful, and a single object at a time. We have 800 custom objects ourselves. We cannot do this manually or a single object at a time. Each single object has multiple relationships with other objects. Data Loader will not help here in reinserting or reloading those relationships. It might not be a big deal with CRM when working with 5 main objects, but CPQ is different. With over 1,000 products and 700 permutation, Data Loader clearly is not a fit for our use case. The tool we're looking for should extract the config data, identify the differences, and load it for our instances. Yes, extract, difference, and load. EDL. I like it.
Well, yeah, this CPQ tool will need to do metadata and also custom config data deployment across all of our many instances while maintaining the integrity of our object relationships. I'm thinking this release management stuff is going to be a beast. We need a solid tool here that we can leverage in this implementation.
Not only that, my concern is we're going to create issues when we deploy to our Salesforce production instances with all our custom code. We need to run some sort of health check into each one of our sandboxes and production instances. We need to validate their readiness before releasing our new custom CPQ config data. If we don't do a health check, we may end up with a real mess. How are we going to do this, Kelly?
So actually, I heard people here talking about using Maestro, which is a solution that comes from that same partner with the Cloud Clipper engine. It sounds like this Maestro addresses the need for your EDL, extract, difference, load, right? And Maestro can also do our health checks. This is a solution they were saying that's been around for a while.
Who are these guys?
This is Forefront. You might remember them because they helped our legal team a while ago. Christelle, I do want to come back for a second though, because you brought up 2 key points we really need to consider with CPQ. First, we need to ensure that we can handle complex product costing. Second, we need a solution for moving CPQ custom config data between our Salesforce environments. Not to mention, on top of all of this, we're dealing with limited IT resources and a tight budget here. So for this project to work and to have successful deployment, we all really need to be on the same page. So I definitely want to make sure that I've addressed your 2 points. Let me look into them and I'll get back to you. Bye.
Wait. I'm not done. Yes, we need to find these 2 solutions. We also need to be ready to do some prep work and be equipped with best practices. You mentioned multilingual digital document management. I would add multi-currency requirements for CPQ. As you know, handling our currency issues requires some forethought. Master product pricing currently in our SAP, the same one Carl's been struggling with. But we have territories, countries, global accounts to think of. We have currency conversion frequency to think of. We have regional compliance requirements to think of. For instance, our clients in Germany want their billing documents in their native language, not in English. Not to mention, Switzerland has 3 languages, and each client has their own account preference. All these business requirements need to be anticipated.
Agreed. Addressing these CPQ requirements beforehand is really critical to our user adoption and the success of this project. Change management is a part of my role, so I'm having meetings across the company to map what the different stakeholders need. But I gotta say, it's not easy to get consensus when you have so many perspectives to satisfy. Legal, marketing, sales, security, service, finance, and the IT people who can be real naysayers. Carl. We have work to do. We need to optimize our CPQ by removing manual processes. We need to capture our requirements and then design dynamic templates, not only for our quotes, but also for contracts. And, we do need a partner that has expertise with both. Wait, I actually have an idea. Why don't I conference you in now to chat with the Forefront folks? It sounds like they have the expertise in a partner that we're looking for.
Okay, let's do that. Well, that was an interesting discussion.
Indeed it was. So these are my key takeaways. First, having external spreadsheets to run our product costing is not a good practice because it's difficult to track changes made to them as they're passed through multiple users. And the worst part is that we're missing out on capturing product cost data patterns. It sounds like there is a better way with this product costing engine, this Cloud Clipper, which is seamlessly integrated. So all that Salesforce data is readily available to our cost calculation model. All product formulas and templates are maintained as data within Salesforce. So any changes are automatically tracked and accounted for. Our product quality and finance people, I'm thinking they're going to love this. Could finally get them off your back, Christelle. This Cloud Clipper will handle our many complexities and interdependent product cost permutations. What about you, Christelle? I'm curious to hear your takeaways.
Yeah, I agree. I liked also hearing about all their best practices. To run a health check in our 4 production and 6 full sandbox Salesforce instances would be smart. We never know what we might find out. What really got my interest is Forefront's story about their ability to handle data with their Maestro tool. When we do updates, we'll need to preserve the integrity of our CPQ. We need to save our config data and all of the relationships, attributes, and more between objects. We need to get this Maestro EDL tool, and Carl will be so happy. No more change sets, after hours, and data loader pain.
Well, then I would say this was a productive discussion with Forefront. This release management stuff is not well understood until you live it. I have been there before, and the team just pushed ourselves to the limit. Moving all of the config records between sandboxes from dev to QA to UAT to staging for all of our instances and then pushing to production, it's brutal.
It sounds brutal. Speaking of SAP, it's a beast. It was designed many years ago for manufacturing. It is solid, but it lacks flexibility. Now I get it, Kelly. Some SAP functions will move, other SAP functions will remain there, like order management. And in our case, because of the complexity of our product cost calculations, we will have a cost engine, Forefront's Cloud Clipper, seamlessly integrate with our CPQ. There's no more need to feed the beast with our many different spreadsheets. Best of all, I will run my product cost templates and make changes without the need to depend on IT. Kelly, you're a genius. Great job. When you're here in Dublin next, let's have a few Guinness.
Oh, invitation accepted. And great job to you too, Christelle. You know, we're pretty good at this stuff. Let me go ahead and get back to these guys. I'll talk to you soon though. Bye.
Bye.
Hopefully you got a good picture of what our clients face. Want to continue the conversation? Stick around and chat with the team.